Hello, welcome to another FingerNailFixer video. Today let's talk about how to use stamping as a base to make for easy sugaring designs. Start off with 2 layers of your favorite gel polish. In this case, I'm using C&D Shellac Luxe in Chandelier. Go ahead and cure each of those layers so that you're ready to apply a stamped design. I'm going to stamp with black just to give myself a bit of an outline to trace. Applying a little bit of the gel polish to the stamping plate. When you're using gel polish, you only need to apply 2 or 3 swipes along the end of the stamping plate, and when you scrape it, it will spread it across the rest of the stamping plate. If you need some troubleshooting for stamping, I have a separate video for that. Be sure to check it out. Pick up your stamp on your favorite stamper. I like to use a clear stamper so that I can see where I'm placing the design. Once you have the design picked up, let it sit on the stamper for a couple of seconds so that you'll get a better pigment. Then go ahead and roll it across the nail. If you have a nail with a lot of curve or a nail that's really long, you may need to actually rock your stamper side to side or up and down to make sure you transfer the entire design. Once you've transferred the design, go ahead and cure it, and while that's curing, clean your stamper off with a lint roller. A lint roller will keep your clear stamper nice and clear. Then clean off your stamping plate with something like Scrub Fresh or acetone so that you don't leave any oils behind on the plate. If you'll scrub it in a circular motion, it will really help get all of that gel polish out of the plate. If you're using gel polish, you could also use alcohol to clean off your plate if you like. Once your design that you stamped is cured, go ahead and apply top coat to that design so that you can seal it in and protect it, because we're going to come back in and do the sugaring on top of the cured top coat. Your top coat does need to be completely cured, so once you apply your favorite gel polish top coat, go ahead and put it in the lamp for the manufacturer's recommended timing. Once that's cured, use some 99% isopropyl alcohol to clean off the surface of the nail. This is going to remove that top film so that the nails are no longer sticky. Be sure you scrub it really well to completely remove all of that top film. Once your nail is cleaned off, choose a top coat that has a nice thick viscosity. I'm going to use Shellac Original Top Coat. Using a small detail brush, go ahead and dispense some of the top coat out of the bottle onto a palette of some sort, and then using your small detail brush, outline the stamped design. You can outline part of the design, you can outline the entire design. This is where your personal preference comes into play. In this case, I've used a design that has just a few simple, crisp lines so that I can outline the entire design for my sugaring effect. If you choose a stamp that has more detail to it, sometimes just outlining part of the stamp really gives it a cool dimensional look because you're only sugaring some of your stamp design instead of sugaring the entire design. When you're applying that top coat going over the lines, it's a good idea to leave it a little thicker. This is why we're using a slightly thicker viscosity. That raised thickness is what's going to give you that 3D effect when you apply the powder to get the sugaring. If you want your sugaring to have more contrast, you could sugar using a color instead of a top coat. At the end of the video, I'll have a finished photo not only of the sugar design with top coat, I'll also include a sugaring design where I've done the same stamp and used white instead of top coat, so you can see the difference between the two and decide what look you're going for when it comes to contrast. Before you cure the top coat when you're finished outlining it, sugar some powder on it. In this instance, I'm going to use C&D Retention Plus Clear Powder. Using a spatula, just gently tap some powder over the entire design. I like to capture the powder so that I can use it on other fingers on the same client. Once I'm finished with that client, I will dispose of the excess powder. Tap off the first bit of powder that you sprinkled on and sprinkle on the powder again. Make sure that you're turning the nail from side to side so that you get the powder in all the little nooks and crannies of your design. Let the powder sit for a few seconds, tap off the excess, and then put the nail in to cure the normal time that you would cure top coat. Once your sugar design is cured, you can clean the nail off with your 99% isopropyl alcohol. This is going to remove any excess powder as well as any top film that may remain on the gel polish itself. Now you have a really cool velvety textured finished design. This is what the finished look is when you have done sugaring over your stamping using top coat. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and got some quick and simple ideas for in the salon. Here's that idea for contrast. Please make sure to click thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to know when there are new videos, and thanks again for watching.